Welcome back to the Unknown Origins podcast. I'm your host, DevBrev. This is my friend Ben. And if you're new here, this is the show where we go through all of Pokemon, starting from the beginning, going all the way to now. And I'm a little sick, so this is a different intro than what I normally do.
Yes.
Normally I bring the crazy big energy, like, wah! And then I edit the videos and I scare myself like, I'm screaming. I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's fine. We like a little high energy sometime, but today is a little more low key. I get it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
So I wanted to bring something before we start that I just thought about this and I found it very funny. Mm-hmm. I recently finished reading all of My Hero Academia, all the manga volumes. Okay. And I find it funny that I finished My Hero before you did.
Yeah.
Because you started it when when the anime first came out, like 2015, 11 years ago.
Oh, don't remind me. Yeah. I did definitely start that. And you've now finished it before I did.
Yeah. I got into it in 2020. I started reading the manga. And I've been keeping up with the manga off and on. And then it ended last year, I think in 2024, maybe 2025.
That's fair. I'm not even caught up with the show anymore.
I know, and that's the crazy bit.
I need to get back into that. We'll get there. It's all good. I'm glad you seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good. The ending's interesting because I feel like he ended it 5 times.
Yeah.
For the last 4 chapters, it was just big splash page. Okay, that's it. Wait, there's
half a book.
There's so many more pages. And then you just keep going, big splash page. Okay, surely. And then the last chapter, and you're like, okay.
All right, it's finally done.
We're still going.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll see when I get there how I feel about it. But
and the anime's done too.
The anime is done.
Yeah, it just wrapped up last season. Oof. Now they're doing more Vigilantes currently.
That's fair. I did hear Vigilantes was good.
Yeah.
I'll have to get into that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fair.
All right, Pokemon time. Episode 40.
We have a few things that we need to do first.
I even put the note in.
You did.
I put the thing in. Well, Pokemon time.
Pokemon time.
Okay,
Right.
pull the thing.
All right. So, for those of you who are new here,
I'm sick. Leave me alone.
Devon's sick, and also this is the advent calendar that I got 5 ever ago, and I just thought it would be a cool little segment if we open this up and see if Devon has any idea who it could possibly be inside without.
We're on the, 4th day?
Yes, this is the 4th.
It's Lucario.
It's Lucario?
It's Lucario.
I think it's Lucario?
It's Lucario.
Okay.
The box has a Lucario coming out of a little thingy with a fork. Mm-hmm. So it's Lucario.
If I told you it was orange, would that change your opinion?
It would. I'd be very upset.
Okay.
If it's Charizard, I'm going to be mad.
It's not Charizard, it's Charmander. Little Charmander.
So, false advertising on the box right off the bat.
Yeah. That's okay, though.
I had that locked in forever ago. Okay, so don't listen to the box. It will lie to you. But look at Charmander. That's not the most egregious of these I've seen.
I think his mouth is a little weird, more than his eyes a little weird. His eyes are also a little weird.
Yeah, his mouth is a little meh.
But he do be cool. Little Charmander. Yeah. And then I also want to do a quick shout out real quick. You'll see some new decoration type thingies sitting around. Yeah. This is due to a very good friend of mine, Anthony, who has been watching the podcast since we first started. So that's really cool. He made these custom, and I think they're absolutely awesome. I think the detail on those is just phenomenal. So thank you very much, Anthony. I know you'll watch this eventually, so I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, we're not spending all this money on merch. They were gifts.
Okay, some of them were money that we spent.
Yeah. But
yeah.
What was that comment we got? These are the scalpers.
These are the scalpers.
No, we're not. So funny. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Neither of us are into the card game, so we're not that kind of scalpers.
Yeah, not anymore.
But also, used to be.
And we also don't buy up the plushies as soon as they go up on sale.
Yeah, we ain't about all that. But yeah.
Okay, now it's time for the Pokemons.
Heck yeah.
Episode 44, a Chansey Operation, released June 4th, 1998 in Japanese and March 6th, 1999 in English. So Ben, who was that Pokemon?
Is it Chansey?
No, it's Arbok.
Why is it not Chansey? Wait.
Because Arbok's for the episode, Ben.
That's so stupid.
And they haven't done Arbok yet.
That's so stupid.
It's Arbok, Ben.
I don't like that. I was so locked in and ready for
I know, you were
Chansey.
ready, but it's Arbok.
Arbok.
What are the chances of that?
Why did you do that to me?
I didn't do it to you. I don't pick these. It's in the episode. Who is that Pokemon?
No, your little pun that you made. What are the chances of that?
Oh, yeah, true.
Why have you done this?
Pikachu climbs up a tree at the top of the episode, and it goes to eat an apple and then falls out of the tree.
Poor guy.
Ash is asleep on a bench, and Brock wakes Ash up and is very upset to find out that something is wrong with Pikachu's voice. Ash's solution to this problem is to just shake Pikachu while holding him upside down.
The issue is, like, the way he goes about CPR is, like, almost similar to how you do it on an infant. You don't sit there and shake it, but, like, you do hold them upside down and, like, pat them.
Like,
but, like,
cough it up.
It was very funny to me because I look at that like, oh, he's gonna do it the right way, and then just start shaking. I'm like, oh dear God, that's not right at all.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
There isn't a Pokemon Center for miles, so the gang takes Pikachu to an actual hospital, but there's a sign on the door saying the hospital is closed.
Have you ever seen a hospital that's closed? Devon?
No, like
Has
I
that
don't.
ever?
I mean, like, there's like abandoned hospitals.
Yeah,
but this
like,
one's
that's
like
permanently
just
closed down. You don't just like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap now. We're closed.
Yeah, sorry
like,
guys, it's MLK Day. Like we can't.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You can't just like turn away dying people, but apparently they can.
A doctor tries to shoo the gang away, and this doctor looks like he's from a completely different anime.
He does.
Like if you showed a screenshot of this doctor and been like, what anime is this? No one would get Pokemon. Misty pleases the doctor to help, and he complies because he thinks that he'll get to examine Misty.
Yeah, he's kind of a creep.
Yeah, this doctor is...
He's kind of a creep.
Misty says that it's Pikachu who needs help, and the doctor tries to send off to a Pokemon Center, and then he's a human doctor.
Yeah, we learn his name here too, and I think his name, Dr. Proctor, is just so stupid and so funny.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at.
The doctor gets the gang to help him cure Pikachu, and the doctor pulls an entire apple out of Pikachu's mouth. How did that get in there?
Okay, I'm gonna roll it back a little bit. They decide that to get this out of his mouth, they have to shock Pikachu because he's like unconscious or something, because that's not how you fix the problem of something stuck in his throat. You don't shock the patient to like...
I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
I think it was... I took it as it has to do with like, it's Pikachu and he's not doing good, so we gotta give him electricity to make him better.
But this is a human doctor. He doesn't know specificities of
Exactly.
Pikachu.
That's why he's like, I don't know, it's Pikachu. He needs electricity. Plug him in.
Just plug him in.
Did you try turning him off and turning him back on again? Like, I don't know, man.
Oh my God.
Dr. Proctor says that serious damage could have been done if he hadn't helped Pikachu, and he gets angry at Ash for letting this happen.
For not, like, he said, if you waited any longer to bring him in, like,
Pikachu
you're the one that
died.
stopped him at the door and said, "No, we're closed. Go away." Like, that is all your fault,
but it's
dude.
Ash's fault for needing to come to the hospital in the first place.
You're so close. He should have known they're closed and not needed to go to the hospital that day.
Nurse Joy calls, and the gang picks up the video call, and the Dr. Proctor comes over and asks Nurse Joy out. Misty compares this guy to Brock, and Misty, don't do that. Don't compare this guy to Brock. Brock has standards, as we've seen before.
Standards.
Joy explains that there was a large accident causing multiple Pokemon to get severely injured, and she needs to send some of the Pokemon to Proctor's hospital to get them treated.
Not only that, like, this guy didn't even want to answer the phone. It's because of Ash and the gang that he decides to.
Yeah.
Like, he is just totally okay with, if somebody's calling the hospital, it's fine. It's probably not an emergency.
They probably don't need me.
That's crazy.
We didn't see the carnage after the wreck, and Team Rocket were the ones that caused the accident.
Because of course they
James
were.
was the one driving.
Because of course he was.
Who gave this man a license?
Absolutely no one.
Meowth also lost his little head charm. And we see an interesting image of Meowth without anything on his forehead.
Yeah, it's got, like, he's got a little butt forehead. Like, it just, like, folds in on his, it's weird.
There. The post-crash looks like something off of, like, Chicago Med or, like, some
it
medical drama.
Yeah. It's just very odd to see, like, all right, nope, they're just Pokemon strode all over the highway.
9-car pile-up, just Pokemon
Crazy.
on stretchers getting put onto ambulances. This whole episode felt like just like a Grey's Anatomy or like something else.
It was some kind of parody of something, I'm sure.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
The mad bit from 2009 that we watched when we were watching the episode.
He's like, I need to show you this.
I think about that constantly. It's just a Grey's Anatomy parody with like anime characters, like the Dark Physician.
You're a weird
Go check a flu.
You're a weird little guy, Devon.
I know I am.
Okay.
Since Dr. Proctor is the only one in the hospital, and this is a serious emergency, the gang all become nurses for the day. All the injured Pokemon show up at the hospital, and Proctor says, "They don't teach you this in medical school." Did you go to medical school?
I guarantee he did not. I guarantee this man does not have a degree.
We see some montages of Pokemon getting helped by Chansey and the gang, and then in this we see a Cubone X-ray, which is interesting.
Yeah, and he talks about his fractured skull, but not his skull that's fractured, the fractured skull that he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's very, I just found that line very funny.
And the Raticate and Arbok don't like each other.
Yeah. One more thing I have about the Cubone. This is the only instance where you can say somebody has a thick skull and it'd be a good thing.
True.
Because the doctor looks at him, he's like, if it weren't for your thick skull, like, dude, you can't just say that.
All two of them.
All two of them.
Speaking of Arbok, Team Rocket are here to get their Pokemon healed, and Jessie likes that Proctor is hitting on her. Ash doesn't want to treat Rocket, and I think that goes against the medical code.
I think it probably does, but here we are. This whole episode does.
Yeah. There's a scene where Meowth is crying about his charm, and Chansey keeps mishearing him, and this doesn't quite translate well. We're just gonna go through it.
Okay.
In Japanese, Meowth is saying koban, which means charm, and in Chansey in terms gives him gohan, rice, goban, a go board, koban, a police substation, and konpon, which is Venonat's Japanese name.
Okay.
And in the English, the exchange goes, "I'll pay any price, rice. I said price, not rice. Go board for some reason. I don't want to play. Find my charm, police box with a Jenny that says, did someone say police? Meowth breaks down, my charm, Venonat."
Yeah, it doesn't quite work as well
Yeah,
in English.
some of them they get. But with the Venonat and the Go board, it's like,
they're just there.
They just didn't try, man.
Yeah, it was more of a visual gag at that point than anything. It wasn't like, this is a put on
Like,
the words.
just like a
This is
misunderstanding.
Haha, this is funny, put this in
Yeah. Team Rocket help out at the hospital too, along with the gang. And there's also a transition scene, multiple points, where you can see a Porygon.
I did not.
Yeah, there's a Porygon in that little transition with like all the multi-Pokemon.
Interesting.
It's one of the few times you see a Porygon in the anime, outside of the one time.
Outside of the one time we've already talked about in depth.
Yeah. Dr. Proctor stabs himself with some anesthetic meant to calm down a Dodrio. And during this scene, we hear a Chansey sound effect that gets used in Smash Bros. Melee.
I did also notice that. I'm glad that you had that note.
I had to read that on Bulbapedia.
Oh, you read it on Bulbapedia? Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed it, I just didn't know where I recognized it from.
It's
that
from
makes
Smash.
a lot of sense.
While the doctor sleeps, the gang do a great job of healing all the Pokemon.
Yeah. Does Chansey need a medical degree to treat these patients? Like, is that...
I don't know how that works.
She kind of like becomes his replacement for this. Like.
I don't know if they have to get like certified or if it's just like, Chansey, you're good at this. Here you go.
Okay, that's fair. I wonder what the logistics there are, because like, I'm assuming Nurse Joy has to go through her whole thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, a doctor is supposed to have a degree, but here we
This
are.
one doesn't.
This one doesn't. I was just curious. Yeah.
Rocket finally do the motto and decide to do crime, but Meowth is still complaining about his charm.
Yeah, of course. The whole episode, that's all he says.
Rocket uses some outfitted hospital beds to grab the gang, and then the job squad gets sent out, but they don't want to fight Chansey because Chansey helped heal them.
Yeah.
Proctor explains this, and he has woken up from the anesthetic, and he is also ready to fight. He opens his coat to
going.
reveal a ton of sharp instruments, and then Rocket run away, and they are sad that they didn't get any Pokemon, but James did get a Voltorb, which blows up. Rocket blasts off and into the air, and then they crash right back down, and Meowth's charm pops out of his head.
So it's just embedded in there the whole time.
Yeah.
My man does not have a skull. It goes straight from skin to brain.
Yeah.
It does not
Just
work.
bleh.
Do you think that's from like crashing down so many times?
Probably.
Just all the injuries. And it's just gone now.
It's soft.
It's just soft. Soft head.
Proctor asks the gang if they would like to stay and help in the hospital, and the gang, however, say that they need to continue on their journey, and they leave.
Yep. It is. Misty said something about maybe eventually I'll come back, but she wants to do her like water Pokemon training first. So it's interesting to me that she has like kind of a want to do something medical too.
Yeah, that's
Not really.
odd.
Yeah.
I feel like Brock would be the one that would want
Brock
to do that
is the
more.
like motherly figure. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Oh, I didn't mention that Misty and Jessie wear Nurse Joy outfits in this episode.
They do wear the Nurse Joy outfits in this episode.
I just didn't find a good spot to put it in the notes. But there, it's there. You can see them.
Somebody is going to be really upset if you hadn't noted that. So Good job.
Yeah, so good that I caught it. That was just a fine episode.
Yeah, it was okay. It didn't quite feel like an episode of Pokemon. It felt like a medical drama in parts, but then with the Pokemon anecdotes and everything thrown in there.
It made it different enough.
Yeah, it did.
So I have that appreciation for it.
Yeah, it's not just the same Z episode that we've seen like 18 times now.
Yeah.
It's just an episode of Pokemon. It was a little different.
Episode 45, titled Holy Matrimony, released on June 11th, 1998 in Japan, and March 13th, 1998 in English. So Ben, who was that Pokemon?
I feel like with the look you're giving me, it's not right, but I put Growlithe.
It's Vileplume.
Of course it's Vileplume.
It's Vileplume.
Why wouldn't it be Vileplume?
Normally, it's so easy. Get ready for the next one, Ben.
Oh boy. 3 in a row, huh? I did not get right. It's all good. I guess Vileplume makes more sense because I'm sure we'll see Growlithe again, but that's like we've already passed Erica, we've done Gloom, we've done, I think, Oddish, maybe not. Maybe
No.
There wasn't an Oddish. Okay, we did Gloom already.
Yeah, we've got Gloom.
So, that makes sense.
I remember this episode. This episode gets talked about like a ton. I also think I remember watching it.
I remember parts of this episode. I don't remember watching it as a kid, but like, I mean, you see it now where you see the shorts of all the old TV shows and stuff that pop up. So I've seen parts of this.
Yeah, this one gets talked about a ton.
Yeah, it does.
For good reason.
Yeah, agreed.
The gang is walking along, and they stumble across a sign with a missing child that is recognizable as James.
Yes. When they're walking along, it's specifically noted that they have the egg with them that they found a couple episodes
Remember
ago.
the egg? It's really important.
It's really important and has definitely a payout at the end of this episode. For sure. Definitely. It's not noted at all anywhere else in the episode. It's just funny to me that they have to throw that. Oh, yep, this egg's still here.
You gotta remember it. It's important, trust me. A limo appears, and a man asks if they have seen the boy, and they respond that they have, and they get taken in the limo.
Yeah. They can recognize James in a poster from 10 years ago, but if he changes his outfit and has the exact same hair, look, everything, they can't recognize him or Jesse. Ever.
I got another. Yeah, it's sometimes
stupid.
Sometimes they can recognize them out of uniform. Sometimes they can't.
Sometimes. I don't know.
It's just whatever the plot needs.
No,
honestly.
that's fair.
Rocket show up after, and then they see the sign too, and then Jesse and Meowth are confused, but James knows what's up, but denies that it's him.
He acts like he has amnesia and has forgotten everything.
Yeah. The limo pulls up to a big mansion, but this mansion is just Growlithe's doghouse, and then the main house is next to it and is even bigger.
Of course.
Butler explains that James ran away at a young age, and the grief caused his parents to pass away that morning. And the will says that the mansion is to be inherited by James after he gets married 24 hours after their death, or the manor will get donated to charity.
Very dark theme, I felt like, for a second there.
Yeah, it's like your parents died today.
Yep.
Gotta get hitched now.
Yeah. So we see Jesse and Meowth try and like forcing James into this like, okay, you gotta do
we
this so
like
we can
money.
get rich. We can all do this together.
Rocket was listening on the roof, and then when the gang goes outside, Rocket falls off the roof, and then they're like, whoa, it's them. And then James fakes his amnesia, but he sticks to continuity, saying that he remembers flunking out of Pokemon Tech and joining a bicycle gang. And then James then tells a story where he and Growly, his pet Growlithe, were walking in the snow, and then he tragically dies.
How does that work?
Well, it's because the backstory is based off a children's story called A Dog of Flanders.
Okay.
And so that's why he dies.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's a big children's story in Japan, and that's why they reference it.
That's fair. That makes sense. I know you've also seen Attack on Titan now.
Yes.
It reminded me of a scene earlier on in season 1 with Ymir and not that Ymir, the other Ymir.
I know. I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah. And it just, that's the whole time they were showing visuals of that. That's all I could think of. Like, they kind of...
James does convince everyone that he's dead, except for Misty, and then she's like,
hey, wait a minute.
If he's dead,
how is he here?
He wouldn't be in front of us.
He's a ghost.
Jesse and Meowth put on invisibility suits, and they puppet James into the mansion so that they can claim the inheritance.
Yep.
James has walked in where his parents' coffins are, and they suddenly jump out of the coffins doing the Team Rocket
doing
motto.
the bit. This is just older Jesse and James.
Yeah.
And I find this so funny. Like, of course he's this eccentric guy. This is his parents. You need to, like...
James's parents are glad that he is finally on board the whole marriage thing, so they drag him upstairs to see his fiancée. Meowth then makes a more like tying the noose joke.
Yes.
Thought this was a kid's show.
I also thought that. That is crazy. And I was not expecting that dark of a joke to be just thrown in there all willy-nilly. But it was very funny.
Everyone, including the gang, meets James's fiance, and it is Jezebel, who looks exactly like Jessie, which the show points out. James really does not like that any of this is happening.
No, he does not. Even Jesse's a little weirded out for a second. Like,
Yeah,
hey, wait
she's
a minute.
James is then taken down to the torture chamber, the basement, where Jezebel literally whips James. This whole episode is one big innuendo.
Yes. Quite literally.
Turns out Jezebel and James's parents could see Rocket, and they were just pretending because Rocket was doing what they wanted.
Yep.
And then Jezebel then sends out her Vileplume and stun spores everyone and kicks them out of the mansion except for James.
I see why this man has so much trauma now.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
And no wonder he joined a bicycle gang and then joined Team Rocket.
No, yeah. That's a lot.
I think it's really fun that Jezebel has a Vileplume.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
cool.
a dangerous flower, and like she's pretty, but she's like dangerous.
Dangerous. I like
You know,
that.
like
that's cute.
It like
That's
fits.
Cute. It is very.
Because at
fitting.
first I was like, why does she just have a Vileplume? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. I'm glad you did.
Growly is bashing the door of his dog mansion to try and get free. So the gang plus Jessie and Meowth all pull on the door to help free Growly.
They do get him out.
Yep. Growly then rushes in and saves James from Jezebel and takes James back to the dog mansion.
And then suddenly she transports onto the roof.
Yeah.
To like magically be like,
Dramatic effect.
Wait. Yeah. There's also a Charizard gargoyle
Yeah.
on the roof, which is really cool. I just like the visual there.
Yeah.
It's
Funny that they made the fire type a water spout.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. That is what gargoyles are for.
Yeah.
They're not just decoration.
No,
I mean, they
fair.
are, but
Well, both.
yeah.
We then find out the reason James ran away was because Jezebel kept trying to force high society on him, which he hates, and that Growly was his only friend when he was younger. Jezebel then busts through the wall with Vileplume to take James back, but Pikachu and Growly join up to fight Vileplume, and James is saved. Yay. James leaves Growly to protect his parents, and he leaves like a shinobi.
Yeah, the weird.
He just like got like a
weird
kimono
visuals.
on. He's like, so long, Growly. What?
It was very odd.
Funny little visual gag there.
Yeah. I was a little thrown off for a second. I'm like, why are we doing this? And then
This is one of their classic little visual bits.
Yep. Again, he's just a dramatic little guy. That's what he's good at.
Jessie and Meowth are leaving, lamenting that they left James behind, but James comes by in the balloon, starting the motto, and Jessie is lifted into the balloon, and the two have a touching moment that reaffirms their friendship. Meowth is like running after them, though.
Meowth just sprints after
Wait
them.
for me!
Oh.
Gang is being chased by Jezebel, and she asks them to help her find James, but Ash says, trust me, he normally finds us.
Weird episode.
I like this one.
I did like it. It's a weird episode.
Yeah, I liked that it focused on James. Like, we don't
Yeah.
get many James episodes.
No, we don't. Or Jesse, really, but there are a couple thrown in here and there. This is the only James episode I can really remember.
Yeah.
Happening.
They need to, like, focus on, like, the core characters a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, even with this one, we're getting, like, James's parents and Jezebel. And it's, like, fine. Like, we can get extra characters. But I like that the core of the episode is James.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the earlier one, it was, like, I guess you could say Dr. Proctor was, like, the core of the episode. But even then, it's, like, still, like, Ash in the middle. Because if it's, like, a new character that they're introducing, it always just ends up defaulting to being, like, an Ash-centric episode.
Because that's Ash has to help them or he's not the protagonist.
Yeah, he just has that personality.
Yeah.
So I like when we get more like Misty moments or Brock moments or even like James or Jesse moments. Like, heck, even like a Meowth moment would like be good every now and then.
Yeah, we haven't got that yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We really blasted through that one because I'm not doing so hot, but
I feel like
it was
it's
a good
also,
one.
Yeah, it is good. There's just not a ton to talk about with it.
I mean, we could go into the whole is James gay? Like we could do that. Like that's why everyone talks about it.
That's fair. We could do
He was
that.
gonna get married and he's like, nope, I like crime better.
I like crime.
I don't like all this high society nonsense.
I don't want to marry the girl that looks exactly like the girl that I've been going with. That
Friend partner.
Yeah. It's a little
that we
weird.
have a very platonic friendship with.
Right.
Episode 46, So Near, Yet So Far-Fetched. released June 18th, 1998 in Japan, and March 20th, 1999 in English. Ben, who was that Pokemon?
Devon, you're going to tell me it's not Farfetch'd. That is my guess.
It's Farfetch'd.
Okay, thank God.
I just...
Thank God. 1 for 3, it's all right.
Yeah, 1 easy one and then 2 whammies.
That is weird. That was very weird.
Top of the episode, there are rumors of a Farfetch'd in the forest and that the gang is in. And then Ash and Brock go up to fill their water while Misty sits on a rock because her legs hurt. And then Misty then hears the Farfetch'd marching towards her.
What?
Woo!
Crazy.
I always forget about Farfetch'd.
He's an easy one to forget.
It seems like every generation there is like one normal Pokemon that is super forgettable.
That's fair. See, I don't even think of like Farfetch'd. I feel like my Gen 1, like I always manage to forget about them as Seal and Dugong.
Yeah.
Like those are my like But Farfetch'd is another one that until Surfetch'd comes along in Gen 8, I don't acknowledge it at all. Like it doesn't exist in my brain. Yeah. I do find the name, like not the English name, but like the name in Japanese being a reference to like a duck that carries its own leak, like being, you know, the whole meal is right there. It's easy target. It's interesting that that's what they use as a concept for the Pokemon. Yeah. But I do like it because of that. Yes. I just think it's neat.
Misty wants to catch the rare Pokemon, so she chases after it, and then while after the Farfetch'd, Misty runs, literally, into a boy. The boy hands Misty the bag that she dropped, and they go on their separate ways.
I don't understand why she's so obsessed with catching this duck when she already has a duck that she ignores and does not like. But here we are.
Yeah, duck, bigotry, you know.
Yeah.
Misty goes back to where she was before and finds Brock and Ash looking for her. She tells them about the Farfetch'd, and Misty then discovers that the bag she has is filled with rocks instead of her Pokeballs. And she deduces that she must have picked up the wrong bag when she ran into the boy earlier.
Yes.
We then see the boy, whose name is Keith, by the way, walking along with Farfetch'd. He deliberately stole Misty's bag and has a ton of other bags that he stole in his tent. Keith then spies Team Rocket and decides to steal from them.
Yeah, I don't know why he decides they're a good target. They each only have like 1 Pokemon.
Well, he doesn't know that. Yeah. He just sees 2 idiots walking. Well, they have a Meowth.
Yeah, they have a Meowth, that's true. And apparently Jessie also has a Lickitung that gets brought up.
Yeah, it's an ordering error.
Okay.
Because when Porygon happened, they got delayed by 4 months. And so something must have happened where this one came out before the Lickitung episode. Yeah, it's in like 3 episodes from now, but this was meant to come out after the Lickitung episode.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's just an ordering error. That happens sometimes in
That's
shows.
Fair.
Rockets spot the Farfetch'd and go after it, but Keith appears and tells them this is his Pokemon, but he is willing to work out a deal. He then leads Rocket to a boat, sets his bag down, and leaves under the pretense that he forgot something. Rocket then take the bag and Farfetch'd and try to make a getaway in the boat, and the boat springs a leak and sinks. Yes. And then the Job Squad all float away their Pokeballs, including the Lickitung that Jessie has somehow before she should.
Yep. They also make, like, I don't remember the specific one they used here, but there are, like, so many idioms that they use in, like, the English translation of this episode. Like, I feel like I specifically remember, like, 3 or 4 of them in a row, like, right around the boat. And I don't know if that's like a reference to Farfetch'd name being kind of a joke on itself, or if it's just how they decided to do this episode.
Translated or something.
But I felt like it was very interesting.
Yeah.
That's what they chose to do.
The gang go to the police to report the theft, and Jenny says that she has been dealing with this for a week. We then see Keith at his tent, and he is lamenting about how he wishes there was a better way to be a Pokemon trainer. And Keith found Farfetch'd badly injured, so after Farfetch'd was healed, he started stealing Pokemon because he believes Farfetch'd is too weak to battle. Yep. We then see Psyduck free himself from his ball and leave Keith's tent. Psyduck to the rescue.
Finally.
Yay! Yay! Jenny and the gang go to the scene of the crime, and Misty says that she misses Staryu and Starmie and Goldeen and Horsey. And Ash says, you forgot about Psyduck. Misty says, I wish I could forget about Psyduck. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Psyduck. I believe in Psyduck, cause Lubmin, Wyndon, and Lumiose, and Celadon, Unova, Galar, and Canada, and Paldea, they're saying, I believe in Psyduck. I I believe in Psyduck. I'm sick, y'all. I shouldn't be.
Okay. That's what we're doing.
I'm glad you like the Canada bit.
Canada's a Pokemon region. You heard it here
There's
first.
no parallel.
There's no Canada.
Because there's one for every other single one.
Aside from Canada.
Not really Scotland and Mexico.
You heard it here. Devon's calling Gen 10 as Canada. Canada region.
Yo.
They are all Joe Henry fans. That's been the plan the whole time. It's all good.
All based off of it. Where they love Joe Hendry.
Exactly.
Misty asks Psyduck a bunch of questions, which he doesn't answer. Psyduck.
Because he's Psyduck.
We go back to what Rocket is doing, and Keith is with them and says that he wants to give them all of his Pokeballs. And Rocket fought for this yet again. Jenny and the gang catch up to Keith, and Keith is officially charged with Grand Theft Pokemon. Sounds like a mod for GTA and or Pokemon.
It could be both.
Yeah.
It's a combination. Every time you get stopped by the police, it just goes into Pokemon Red. And then you have to play through the entirety of it. And then you're back.
Yeah. Keith keeps trying to say that he had no choice and that this was the only way, but Ash says that battling is a way. And Farfetch looks like he wants to battle, so Ash sends out Bulbasaur.
Yeah. And I can't tell here if this is just another case of Ash is really bad at type matchups, or if he's like, nah, I kind of want to give him a chance. So he throws out the grass type.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Ash wouldn't think that far ahead. I feel like he would just throw the Bulbasaur.
I feel like Ash wouldn't think. You could have just stopped it there. But agreed.
Keith keeps calling off Farfetch, but Farfetch keeps fighting and even manages to beat Bulbasaur. Mm-hmm. Misty decides to step up because it was her Pokemon that got stolen. So she sends out the only Pokemon she has at the moment. So you know what that means. Duck fight! Duck fight! Farfetch's plan is to smack Psyduck in the head a bunch, which causes Psyduck to get a big enough headache, and he uses Disable, and Farfetch and Keith are defeated.
Yep.
Rocket are fleeing in the balloon and are checking to see what Pokemon they got from Keith, and they discover they are all Voltorb. They dump the Voltorb over the side of the balloon, and on the ground, Keith swears to never steal again as bombs rain down on his head.
Yeah.
Back at the police station, Misty gets her Pokemon back from Keith, and everything is right again. Rocket ponder calling their boss about how good at stealing Keith is, but Meowth says that if the boss finds out they got tricked, Giovanni will replace them with Keith.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't totally understand the necessity for the Rocket closing scene. It was a funny, one line.
Yeah,
but,
they got beaten at their own game.
Yeah.
I think that was why. It was to be like, Team Rocket are supposed to steal Pokemon.
But they got their Pokemon stolen.
And they couldn't even steal stolen Pokemon. Like, what's their deal? This was an okay episode.
Yeah, I wasn't as big a fan of this one.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see Rocket kind of get beat at their own game there for a second. But
yeah.
It was okay.
All right. That concludes that episode for today. I'm dying slowly.
Please don't.
Yeah, apparently everyone this year has gotten sick.
It's been rough. It's been
really going around.
Yeah, it has.
So catch you guys next time. We'll be watching the next 3 episodes. Make sure to subscribe. I've been DevBrev of the DevBrev channel. Ben, where can they find you?
Discjockeymonkeyboys, anything music-based around Ohio, we're your guys. So let me know.
Until next time, trainers, gotta watch 'em all.